What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DJ Q Waves. On this episode of Top 5 Greatest Rap Albums, we are discussing the great Nas, Escobar Nas. Now, on the last episode, we was talking about Tupac Shakur's 5 greatest rap albums he ever dropped, in my opinion. And you can check that video above the link, or you go in the link in the description. Alright, so let's get to the episode. So for more than a quarter century, ever since he first stole the show on Live at the Barbecue, all the way back in 1981, Nas had been crafting incredible rhymes and blessing microphones. He has a stack of classic verses to the point that some of them don't even appear on his own LPs. Though undoubtedly one of the all-time greats, his career has its highs and lows. His artistic ambition sometimes taking him to new heights, while other times leading him astray. While he's at his best, no one's better. He released 11 albums, so which are the best? So on this list, I'm going to break down and tell you my top 5 Nas greatest albums. Check this out. For number 5 on the list is Life is Good. His marriage had collapsed. His daughter had posted an embarrassing photo online. The sound of hip-hop had changed. With so much going on, which Nas will rap on Life is Good, the best music often comes from pain, and fortunately for us, Nas' tribulations led to one of his strongest efforts. As he announces at the end of the Large Professor featured train rumble infused vintage locomotive, Nas made an album for those trapped in the 90s, with much of the production sounding like it was pulled out of a time capsule, which helps to keep him focused and lively. The song that addresses Khalees, his ex-fiancée, Bye Baby, ex-wife my bad, is not evasive filled tirade some may have expected, but more of a fond recounting of their time together and the reminiscence of the early days, back when plays like an audio version flipping through a photo album. The song Daughters is his awkward ode to his parenthood. By the end of the LP, it's clear that Nas, with the benefit of hindsight, is content. For number 4, the album Godson. It would have made sense for Nas to maintain his tough, posturing stance because he was still feuding with Jay-Z. But a year after dropping Ether, Nas decided to take down the walls and release his most personal album yet. Perhaps it's sort of a meta diss those exist at the falsity of Jay-Z's image, but even if it isn't, Nas addressed the beef in the epic Last Real Nigga Alive track. It's a masterfully told, truncated history of rap that weaves through the death of his childhood friend, his short break from rapping, and just why he was beef with Jay-Z. While Godson saw Nas at his most guilty, especially in career highlight Major Look, what ties this album together is the idea that Godson may not have all his shit together. That's why he envies the sight of a blissful infant, the daughter of the alchemist produced book of rhymes, and struggles to keep it together in the wake of his mother's passing. Dance. Pain is temporary, however, and Nas reminds us of this in the closing Heaven. Every day I wake up, I'm blessed. Every day you wake up and breathe another breath, you bless. For number 3, Stillmatic. His career was over after years of subliminal back and forths. The game's biggest star, Jay-Z, unleashed 32 bars that left him for dead. No one expected much of a counterattack, then Ether dropped. And even those that didn't think he won the battle, he did. Had to admit that he was still breathing before Stillmatic defied the odds and brought Nas all the way back. The brilliant build of one mic, the smooth symmetry with AZ on the flyers, the cultural observations of second childhood, the reclaiming my turf of destroy and rebuild, the reverse storytelling of rewind. Stillmatic boasted the best of Nas and reminded of what he could have been when he was focused and engaged. If, like the original, it had been cut to 10 tracks, it would have been perfect. As it is, it's still an excellent album, particularly considering its expectations and its lasting impact. For number 2, It Was Written. How do you avoid a sophomore slump, particularly when following a revered classic that instantly anointed you as the heir to Rakim? After repeatedly losing at the 1995 Source Awards, Nas decided to switch up his approach by adopting a more commercial sound, courtesy of Trackmasters and a mafioso-inspired character Nas Escobar that he had first introduced on Only Built for Cuban Links. It's fun to think about what kind of an album it had been if it had been produced entirely by Marty Marr as originally intended. And the fact that it wasn't another Illmatic immediately disappointed many. But taken on its own, It Was Written was one of the best albums and one of the best years in hip-hop history. from a reclaim of his status on the message to the gun personification of I Gave You Power, to the vivid storytelling on shootouts, it combined the street wisdom of Illmatic with a polished shine and more intricate rhyme schemes. If I rule the world, imagine that song that catapulted him to a crossover stardom that still fit the tone of the album, and it wasn't an awkward reach like those would have been found on later releases. He showed growth both personally and professionally, and while it was disappointing to some at first, it has aged beautifully. Now, finally, number 1 greatest Nas album of all time, Illmatic. Nas' 1994 debut revealed a young, hungry poet at his most inspired, with his borough Queensbridge as a constant backdrop. Nasty Nas offers vivid stories about blunt heads, fly ladies, and prisoners, equal parts bleak and hopeful, dark alleys and sun rays. The song Life's a Bitch is a celebration of youth. I woke up early on my born day, of 20 years of blessing, the essence of excellence. Leave my body now freshening, my physical frame is celebrated cause I made it. Yet he's clued into the struggle ahead as he's often paints grim pictures of life in the ghettos of Queensbridge. In the end, Nas created a potent piece of poetry that still endures, the gold standard for hip-hop albums. Well, that is my top 5 greatest Nas albums of all time. Tell me what you think about the list. Do you think I missed some albums? Do you think some albums should be number 1 instead of Illmatic? Well, you'd be crazy if that's the case. Tell me what you think. Share your comments below. And for next week, episode number 3, we will be discussing Jay-Z Hove top 5 greatest albums. Stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be a good one. And at the end of that, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and a notification bell. Peace.